Just one curiosity here. You mentioned that you roll out the feature and then you analyze it. What's an average time frame you do this? So how much you wait till you decide, okay, we need to revise this feature or we need to actually drop it and do something else? What's an average time frame to do that?
Oh, that highly depends on the feature. And normally we look at it from day one and we actively monitor customer feedback and trying to see if, we missed the obvious thing. You don't need 1,000 data points for a common sense topic. If you then see a clear anecdote saying that, this thing doesn't work as I expected it to, or why can't I view something else, or, whatever particular perspective you have in there, you should take it and analyze it and then figure out if you need to apply that. And you don't need to wait a long time for it. You either have direct feedback for those points, or you see it in some data with a sharp drop or increase depending on whatever you want to see or whatever the objective was. Or in other situations, you have a gradual evolution of the usage of that feature. And that then requires obviously a long-term monitoring of what that is and then adapting to it. It's not also only adapting from a technical perspective, but for instance, if you're delivering content in your feature, it's maybe about changing the process in which we deliver that content and changing the type of content we show, because from a technical point of view, you have an endlessly scrolling list. Great. Yeah. That's not something you need to necessarily change. But what am I showing in that list? How are people interacting with it? Do they expect to see it? Do they, use it at all? Does it provide any value? And that's something you would then, see longer term by monitoring. So 3 months is the standard should be using for every feature. I think it highly depends, and I think you should be looking at your product, constantly and adapting whenever a red flag appears or whenever a very good idea pops up in feedback, which you simply didn't think of.